Hi there crafters, Louise with you today. Welcome along. I am sharing a new scrapbook layout for the April 2024 Kitaholic Kits. Now, I picked this background because it was quite neutral, but I also really liked the way it looked. And I chose this photo because I just think it's super cute. Of course, it's my little squirrel bunny. But I also had some orange patterned paper sitting on my desk. And I kind of thought, what would happen if, pardon me, sorry about that, if I started to create a layout that was a little bit more monochrome. So the background being quite neutral in terms of the black and white, the combination, and there's also quite a few little orange pieces. So we've got the butterfly, we've got the background. I found this little awesome time to chill piece, which suited my photo perfectly, I thought, because we all know how much our cats sort of just use sleep as their go-to mode of movement. But essentially what I wanted to do was to try and keep this quite monochrome. So I had this orange piece of cardstock just sitting on my desk, and with my little ginger cat, what else was I going to do except create this kind of monochromatic layout? This ephemera pack, it has honestly gone so far this month. I've used it on every layout and I've used multiple pieces and I still have so much of it left. I cannot believe just how much is available to us in that singular pack. But I'm going to try and work my way through it. It was my favourite piece for the month, and so I'm going to use as much of it as I can. Now, of course, I like to include a little journaling. So even if it's just the date or the time, the month, the year, something that someone can look back on and actually see what was going on at this time. So I really do encourage you, if you are journaling, even if it's on the back of your layout, to include something so that anyone who might look at that layout in the future can see what is actually going on. All right, this is that little piece. So the little orange piece, it was just sitting on my desk, and I did some torn embellishment strips in another layout, and it looked so nice. I really liked how it looked, and I sort of wanted to do those torn strips down the middle to create another a layout, but in a similar style. So not necessarily the same, but to use the technique but in a different way. Now, I wanted to put another layer between the orange and the background, and again, keeping it to the neutrals. I had a little bit of a play. Do I want to flip it over? Do I want to use the pink background? Do I want to get really sort of colourful and split this monochromatic? But I end up sticking with the black and white and the florals. What I need to do is I need to actually just trim it down. So it was overwhelming the background, and I didn't like, I needed it to be a little bit smaller. So trim it down and pull out the corner rounder. Hands up if you haven't used your corner rounder for a very long time. That would be me. The corner rounder hasn't made an appearance very much lately, so it was nice to get out an older sort of tool and to use that on a layout. Now, to help separate my monochromatic background from my monochromatic layers is just a little bit of cardstock, and you can see that just sort of lifts it up. I love the little doily in the background. I think that really just rounds off those quite straight edges of building the cluster. So I do like to put something round in my backgrounds, whether it be to draw a circle and do some stitching. There could be a number of reasons, but in this case, I'm just going to stick with the doily. All right, now I pull out a paint pen, and it has not been used for a while, and it has little issues starting up. So I stopped my camera for a second. I was initially thinking about colouring in some of these flowers orange, but I think it would have overwhelmed it a little bit. I think it would have been just far too much orange. So I went with just a simple doodled border in the orange colour around the outside, and that's just enough to bring that touch of orange into my background that coordinates with that strip of orange and the little embellishments that I've got as well. Now you'll notice that I'm using a lot of tacky glue at the moment. I'm not using much double-sided tape, and that's because I'm finding my tacky glue is holding much better than my double-sided tape. All right, now I am going to journal. It's very simple. I'm going to describe the things that Miss Squirrel the cat likes to do, which is eat, sleep, parkour, repeat. So parkour is what we call it when she gets the cat zoomies and ends up jumping and hiding and playing and being everywhere all at once. So parkour is, what our Miss Squirrel likes to do. And finally, once I get my paint pen sorted, I'm going to add just a little bit of orange splatter in there as well. All right, that is my completed layout for the month of April. I've now shared my 4 layouts with you. I hope that you have enjoyed them. This has been such a fun kit to create with, and I can't wait to keep using it. So thank you for watching. I hope that you have subscribed to Kitaholic Kits, and of course check out the website and the store to see kits and products and all things scrappy goodness. Happy scrapping.